Welcome back, guys, to Trails from Zero, where last episode, Chapter 3 in the festival came to an end, as after our escape from Michelin with KeA, we started an intermission, as the SSS got used to life, taking care of a young amnesiac girl. Looking for a way to help her and find out her identity, Lloyd and Randy took KeA into the city to explore anything that might jog her memory, starting our patrol that we now continue with the end goal of the Bracer Guild. Breaking story, the IBC announces interim financials. The International Bank of Crossbell revealed its interim financial report and its forecast for the rest of the fiscal year. After 6 months, the IBC has already reached its annual financial target, making it the richest organization on the continent in total asset value for 11 years running. The Lechter Maribel Cloyce was also present and informed the paper that the IBC will be focusing on resource management and conducting overall network research over the next 2 years. Following the announcement, stocks became more turbulent. I'm worried about future business developments, said a local investor. Stock prices will continue shifting. I won't be able to take my eyes off them for the next few days, said a major securities trader. Inquiries from foreign businesses are flooding in, and it seems it will continue for a while. Politics. Budget deliberations draw near. The Diet will soon hold a session to deliberate on financial allocations in Crossbell. The focus this fiscal year will be on funding for public projects associated with the 5th stage of the Urban Development Plan. This also concerns the construction of the new City Hall building, which was previously delayed. As it ties into the quality of public services, this session cannot be ignored by the citizens. How will it unfold? Society. A disturbance at Michelin. Reports say multiple men caused a scene on the streets of Michelin Resort on the final day of the anniversary festival. Apparently, some visitors suffered minor injuries after being chased by several large dogs. The police stated that it's under investigation. It's already been 1 week since the incident without any updates. International. Seek respite at Imperial Capital's hotels. The operator of many top hotels has recently opened an exclusive nightclub in an affluent district of the Imperial Capital, Neur Blanc. We would love for all of you to come and visit, said a representative of Crimson & Co. Behind the project, it is a hot call for Crossbell investors. Notice, Crossbell State Tourism Guide incoming. This very new service will soon publish a tourism guide detailing many famous sites and locations through Crossbell to thoroughly convey our local charms. When will it be published? That will be revealed in a future issue. So actually I did deliver the photo thing too early. Oops, maybe I missed something then. Great. Ain't that the way? Starting tomorrow, the Diet will be deciding on the city's budget at City Hall. It's a critical meeting that will determine the funding for every single one of Crossbell's public programs. But, well, I say it's almost tradition that they don't finish the budget by the scheduled date. I wonder if this year will be any different. No matter the year, the Diet can never come to an agreement on the state's budget. Seems like the issue this year is a disagreement between the mayor and speaker. Can't help but wonder if things will ever just go smoothly. Things set. Hello. On the last day of the anniversary festival, Hoysdorf, the manager, gave us a hand in the kitchen for a bit. He may not be manning the kitchen anymore, but he clearly hasn't lost his touch. You know, it'd be nice if Hoysdorf helped out in the kitchen on a more regular basis. He works fast, and anything he churns out makes your mouth just water. He's honestly a more talented chef than I am. I wonder if we'll ever get the chance to work side by side again. Now that the anniversary festival's over with, I finally have some wiggle room. I think I should take it easy and find me some lovely ladies to waste the day away with, because I'm convinced that's just what today needs. Oh, I can't wait until today's lunch rush starts. Can you not? This year's festival brought in the highest profits we've seen in a while. Of course, festivals are meant to come and go, but I can't help feeling disappointed when it all has to come to an end. Ah, how lovely. I'm thankful that the festive mood has finally started to dissipate. Though it seems that Arios is out on another business trip again. I swear that man is hardly in Crossbell. Arios may be a Crossbell and through, but he is hardly ever in the state these days. Welcome. Oh, what a cutie pie. Would you like a kid's menu for her? Around this time we usually have plenty of open seats. Certainly enough for free. I feel like we should treat her to a meal. Lunch at least, where we go out and about. Ah, no one at the top. Not a soul to be seen. Ah, you're the little one who lives with the special support section, right? If you want, I'm sure my daughter Mimi would love to play with you sometime. Really? Hey, I can't wait! The way she effortlessly connects with others must be something she was born with. You're close to Mimi's age, aren't you? I hope you two can become good friends. Hey, Lloyd! You know, I heard that things got a little heated recently. Everything okay? We're fine, sorry. We didn't mean to make you worry, Kate. Yeah, we're good. Got a little spotty for a minute, but we pulled through. Well, enough about us. How's the city holding up? Well, it's a lot quieter now that the festival fever is starting to wear off. I'll miss it, but it sure makes my job easier. I can sympathize with that. Does that mean Ravash has been laying low since our operation? The city's been really quiet this past week. I suppose the festival fever has worn off. In fact, things are so quiet now, I might even be a little bored. Forget about me, though. I can stop worrying about you guys. The SSS is tough, but don't do anything too risky, okay? Can't promise. Okay, so I can go around everywhere before I go to thingy. Which then hints that there might be things to find. Things that are good. After all, one of them was thingy. But also, we might actually not open things up until we go to the Bracer Guild. You never know. Lame, we have to go to Sunday school today. Let's just play hooky. I don't think that's a good idea, Ryu. You need to start taking school more seriously. Come on, let's hurry up and go. We should invite Momo to come with us too. We have to go to Sunday school today. Ryu always wants to skip class and it's causing me problems. I'd rather keel over than study. Meanwhile, Anri's goody two-shoes, so he never gets on the sister's bad side. The Crossbell Dice budget meeting has finally begun, has it? If you weren't aware, this annual meeting is when Crossbell's budget, planned for the next year, is decided. It all comes down to mirror, 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 mirror. The dice just tangled in foreign interests now, with members only caring for their own factions. How's this year going to turn out, I wonder? Well, I guess we'll have to roll with whatever they decide either way. Becomes a war zone, the diet budget. To be frank, all we citizens can do is sit back and watch their petty, factional feuds from a distance. Hey Lloyd, don't think you've shown your face around here this whole week. I've gotten used to seeing you pop in all the time. Did something come up? Well, about that. Wow, what a funny looking hat. It's so tall. What's that smell? It's really nice. Wait, could this be your little sister, Lloyd? Finally revealed after all this time. No, Oscar, you know I don't have one. I'm just busting your chops. Relax, man. This little lady's name is KeA. One thing kind of led to another, and now we're taking care of her. Oh, I see. Well, take this as a symbol of our newfound friendship. It's my treat, of course. KeA received a bottle of milk. Oh, really? Tasty. She's a real character, ain't she? We got it from Armorica. If you're curious to try some too. Thanks, Oscar. Bee milk. Bennett's been hogging the kitchen lately. I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss, truth be told. I'd like to do some baking myself. Wow, this place smells amazing. Hey, mister, what you doing? Hey there, missy, just doing some baking. Would you like to try a piece of our delicious bread, KeA? Oh, yeah, definitely. Hey now, don't start racking up our tab on your own. Oh, I don't think she has any recollection of this bakery. It's looking pretty likely that she isn't from Crossbell. Indeed it is. There are green-haired people in Crossbell too. I had a blast hanging out with my friend during the anniversary festival. And then Tilulu mentioned that she was setting off on yet another adventure to Adios knows where. Lame, she's hardly ever in town. She likes traveling. I'm working on my new bread right now. I folded loads of rich honey and walnuts into the dough. Still working out the kinks in the baking process. But hey, I feel I've got a good shot beating him this time around. Ooh, honey walnut bread. I like walnuts. You evenly mashed in sales during the anniversary festival. Just you wait, Oscar. I'll get you this time. Isn't that more or less a maple twist? It's not maple syrup, obviously, but still. In execution? Somewhere around that line? I like maple oh, no, pecans. Yeah, pecan. Maple pecan twist, yeah. Maple pecan plat. How about I give you a fun toy before I go on this business trip, Pansy? Look, I built this modelable car. It even moves. Wait. Check this out. If you do this, you can control it remotely via orbital waves. Pretty cool, right? What is this junk? I don't want it. God, but this revolutionary toy. Dad's leaving on another business trip, but I need a souvenir, so can he stay home instead? Hey, Lloyd, it's been a while. How's the job treating you? Long time no see, Faye. You're right, it has been a while. We only just came back home during the festival. Ah, yeah, speaking of, I'm about to head out on another 2-month-long business trip. Setting up more railway systems. Yeah, there's still a ton of countries with little to no orbital technology in their infrastructure. I'm not just setting up railway systems, I also have to educate people on how to manage and safely use them too. I've got a lot of duties I need to take care of as an engineering advisor. Maybe it was too early to try for Pansy. She wants to be a model, not look at models. Tilulu, on the other hand, seems to be off traveling somewhere again. Ryu's already a handful, but I can't seem to figure out Tilulu either. Seems it got there mid-conversation. It's time to head out on my next journey. Now, where to go next? Probably some fork in the road by you, normally. Ah. Oh, it's Lloyd and Randy. Oh, and oh my. Who's this little bundle of sunshine? This is KeA. She's actually going to be staying with us at the SSS building for a while. Hello. You got so many books here. I'm super jealous. Ah, well, hello to you too, dear. Do you like to read, KeA? My husband and I do too. He even works over at the library. Library? Oh, I know. That's where they let you borrow any kind of book you want. Lloyd, can we go there next? Well, maybe. I feel like we'll end up staying there while if we take a detour like that, though. Think about how happy you make Keto, Lloyd. What's the issue with dropping by the library real quick? I guess we could. Oh, Lloyd, most people would love to be in your position. KeA, please make sure to come visit again. Auntie Lechter will read all sorts of books together with you. I love that. Bye-bye, Auntie. Until next time, sweetie. Makes sense that Auntie Lechter would be used to handling kids. She'd always look after me, after all. KeA sure loves to read books, doesn't she? Perhaps we should find some children's books for her to read. I'm sure my husband will be more than happy to oblige if I ask him. Seems there's a lot of events with KeA around the place. Man, I was able to snap some absolutely fantastic photos during the festival. Every place I ventured to was buzzing with excitement and full of smiling faces. Ha! I'm already pumped for next year. Can I leave? We should avoid the west gate for today. KeA's safety is our top priority, and we can't do anything to jeopardize that. Fair dues? You said the west gate, so what about the other gates? Handicrafts are adored amongst the elites of Crossbell. Mayor McDowell's wife was adept at handicrafting. I would go as far to say that her skills influenced me to start it for myself. Mayor McDowell's wife was adept at handicrafting. It's unfortunate, but she passed away many years ago. Oh dear, aren't you a lovely little lady? Did you just move here, darling? I hope you enjoy yourselves. I rearranged the interior of our house the other day. I decorated with bright colors to match the anniversary festival's aesthetic. Has anything changed? It could have, and I wouldn't notice. The job requests have been pouring in because of the anniversary festival. I'm happy that people are using my building designs, but I've become so overworked that it's unbearable. I'll never compromise. I feel sorry about it, but I'll have to turn away the last few requests that came in. My husband has been bogged down with work lately. Can't help but feel sad. He doesn't have the time nor energy to talk to me. No, I shouldn't act so selfishly. I'll brew him up some nice warm tea. That'll help him progress with his work. Whoa! Ilya was simply stunning! And that Moon Princess girl was just as amazing. I heard that she was a rookie, but I've become a fan at first sight. More importantly, I wonder where Ilya lives. I'd follow her to the ends of the earth if I found her address. I guess she hasn't realized about Ilya yet, fortunately. Ooh, they're open. Ilya's dead. Ilya's snoring loudly. Wow, that's the loudest snoring I've ever heard. Not to mention her apartment is an absolute mess as usual. That just goes to show how unequaled Ilya Pladier is in her craft. Still can't believe I got to see her sleeping face. Man, Ilya sure loves me today. Huh? What's Randy talking about, Lloyd? You don't need to understand, KeA. She may be super pretty, but she sure snores a lot. Her pose is almost a little suggestive. We should really leave. Yeah, her... Randy Orlando, you lucky dog. Her top's open too. Randy's probably at the exact correct angle. Let's leave. Also, why was her door unlocked? Where's Sully? Good day, everyone. Welcome to Tally's General Store. What an adorable girl you got with you. Hey there, would you like to be friends with our little Momo? Yeah, of course. Always the popular one. Our Momo is quite the reserved girl, but she has a big heart. Be grateful if you could get along with her. Is Momo upstairs then? I looked around the stalls with Ryu on the last day of the anniversary festival. It was really, really fun. I hope that we can play together again sometime. A festival? It's nothing. I got to play with friends at the festival. It was one of the funnest days ever. Oh, that does sound like fun. We should go to the festival with everyone next time, Lloyd. Yeah, that might be nice. You have to wait until next year, kiddo. I looked around all the stalls with Rio on the last day of the anniversary festival. It was really, really fun. I hope that we can play together again sometime. That's all we're getting. Phew, looks like things are finally back to normal. It's best to unwind and take it easy after you party for 5 days straight. Elsa's telling me that I'm always taking it a little too easy, though. Feels like everything's back to normal now that the anniversary festival's over. I'm definitely a fan of all the peace and quiet now. I say that, but didn't he work during the festival? So he wasn't taking it easy at all? Seems a bit whatever. That's a new one! What the hell? So we could get chapter 9 if we missed chapter 9. So we got chapter 10 and thingy. Chapter 9 was... What was chapter 9? Oh, whatever. Chapter 11. 3 books now. Wait, did that mean I missed chapter 11? Would have been close. Oh my goodness. Got so many now. That's 11 pages. Chapter 9 is 8. Chapter 10 is 8. Endless books. Oh, the special support section. Sorry, Mr. Grimwood is out on a business trip. We've been getting a lot of appointments from foreign business lately. Oh, that's too bad. We mean to ask him about how protective custody of KeA will work. There's always next time. We ended up getting swamped with work after the festival ended. And Mr. Grimwood is nowhere to be seen. My next question is, can we go into the geofront? I better finish sweeping so I can brew some tea. Dad's returned home today. I'd like to sit and relax with him. Because, let's face it, there's a whole thing to go on in there too. What with Jonah? That's the one. My mother has forced me to clean the house. Today was supposed to be a rare day off too. Now that I think about it, my mother has always delegated the housework to me ever since I was a child. Well, she's the one who taught me to be capable of handling anything on my own. Even this. Just because you have the rare opportunity for a break doesn't mean you should be lazy. You have to use those precious few chances to connect with your family. My son may be a manager at the IBC, but he still has some maturing to do before he can properly support a family. My old man took the day off from work today. It honestly feels a bit weird being around him, considering how little we see of each other. Now not even my old man could wriggle his way out of Granny's orders. She's got him just as cowed as us kids. I've got to say, I find it pretty funny. I guess I should actually read a chapter, considering we've now got 3 in the bank. I wonder how the Hayworths are doing as well, though. Should we read a chapter? As we move through everything, we'll be back on Alley Dr. Glenn, chapter 9 would be on our next on our list.
So let me just get a drink, clear my throat, and here we go. Ah, refreshing water. Chapter 9. Sherry. You're Katarina's sister. The shock of it all sent Glenn reeling for a moment. Sherry remained composed, however. She looked straight at him and nodded. Looking into her eyes, it was clear to Glenn she was telling the truth. Cheryl, remember the name. She was Katarina's younger sister. He'd seen her many times during Katarina's hospital stay. Cheryl had been with her older sister on the fated day, right up until she was taken into the operating room. Looking closer at Sherry, the resemblance was obvious. She had a familiar kind of dignity and elegance in her eyes, and the same grace in her movements Katarina once had. Glenn felt ashamed at failing to recognize her. Was he so disconnected from those he once cared for? He stood there for a moment, lost in his thoughts. Sherry broke the silence. Your cure for crystallization cost my sister her life, but why did she request such a risky surgery in the first place? Have you ever thought about the reason, Dr. Glenn? It was so she could keep her legs and continue being a ballerina, Glenn responded reflexively. Sherry shook her head. It wasn't just that. The day after you discovered the idea, she told me she wanted to try it. I was against it. I heard it was very risky. I told her I wanted her to give up ballet in order to guarantee she would live, but she didn't hesitate in her reply. Sherry closed her eyes and put a hand to her chest as she recounted her late sister's words. I want to do it, not just for my own sake, but so that I can continue ballet. This is a terrible illness. When I was told the only way I could survive would involve losing my legs, I was in despair. But when Glenn told me he discovered a new surgical technique to cure it, I felt a warm light shining inside my heart. I think this is what hope is. If this method succeeds, it could bring that same hope to other patients with crystallization. I know this operation is still imperfect and comes with a high risk. That's exactly why I want to be the first one to try it. Whether it succeeds or fails, I'm sure that Glenn will learn something, be able to perfect it further. Before long, nobody will have to fear crystallization, because one way or another, my beloved Glenn will succeed. Hearing Katarina's words, Glenn couldn't shake the feeling that she was talking directly to him through her sister. Sherry continued. I mourn the death of my sister too, and yet I can't help but recall how you and Dr. Rufus did everything you could to save her. The respect I have for the two of you led me to pursue nursing. So please, Doctor, don't regret your choice. Her message delivered, she bowed. After a long moment of silence, she raised her head, quietly left the clinic. Glenn, still speechless, slowly and shakily lowered himself down into his chair. For what seemed like hours, he stared at the spot where Sherry had stood. The irritation he had felt before had vanished, leaving a sudden clarity he hadn't felt in a long time. He now finally knew what Katarina had been thinking back then. He had heard her words from 10 years ago, and her sister had left him with parting words of her own. Don't regret your choice. All he had to do now was decide how to respond. The next morning, Glenn began carefully picking up the papers scattered across his floor. The regret and anger that filled his eyes the day before had been replaced by the fires of determination. Another chapter of Glenn read. It looks like the Hayworths are in. All upstairs? Sorry, Mr. Hayworth, did we interrupt your meal? Oh, not at all. I actually decided to take some time off. I thought I'd take it easy for a few weeks as I saw through my feelings. I know what you mean. This last week, my family has been an absolute dream. Colin and Sophia were just as happy about it as I was. After all this time, you're the first people I've talked to regarding my late daughter. I've taken some time to reflect, and I've decided to take a break from work. There's not much point in working right now anyway. Besides, my family is much more important. What a surprise to see you here. Would you like to join us for a meal? As you can see, I've made a lot of food. I appreciate it. We're in the middle of work right now. Let's eat together next time, okay? Ah, why certainly. Come back and visit any time. I wonder if that's Lloyd's little sister. Lloyd's. I'd love for you to come visit us again. Be sure to prepare and feast next time. Huh? Are you his little sister? Sister? Hey, Lloyd. Am I your sister? Well, I suppose from Colin's perspective, it would seem that way. Oh. Hey, Randy. Does that mean that from your perspective, you're Lloyd's big brother? Well, kinda, I guess. He's young, he's reckless, and he needs someone to keep him in check. Randy is sounding more like a grandpa than a big brother. Your hair's so fluffy. Come and play with me again. Yeah, I will. Bye-bye. KeA even has my outro. She knows how to do this. We definitely can't go in here. Oh, it's Representative Campbell. The wrong one. That's not Speaker Hayward's place. I got it completely mixed up. I just knew it's someone. I can't even go in. By the way, remember how the mayor's secretary was arrested? He's finally been sent to prison. Rumor says that the man hasn't muttered a word. Goodness, what a despicable man. Oh, okay. Would have expected something so unthinkable to happen. Sheesh. So they couldn't get anything out of him, he's just gone. Or keeping super quiet, one of them. What the frick? Hey, it's the winner from last time. Yo, Missy, we meet again. Come here, how have you been? Lechter gave KeA a pat on the head. Ha, that tickles. You're still in Crossbell, Lechter. To no one's surprise, you're still fishing. Hey, pal, what's your angle? I mean, you've got to be hiding something. What do you mean? I'm me. I'm just a simple Erebonian, and the rest of my profile is redacted. I don't think that's going to fool anyone. Ha, I knew it. You're a total weirdo. That's okay, because so am I. Did you know, mister? I can't remember anything. Isn't that weird? First thing I remember is seeing Lloyd. I don't really get it. It feels like I've been lost in a dream. I see. I didn't know that, Missy. Well, that's not so bad, though, is it? Some people might even call that bliss, you know. It's a great word. You should remember it. Bliss? I don't really get it, but that's okay, because I'm having fun. Yep. Still don't really get it, but I'll remember it, mister. Ah, you silly little girl, you. Those two are somehow on the same wavelength. How bad can the dude really be if Keto likes him? Anyway, he's in the residential district, great. It's nice and peaceful here. Perfect for fishing. Should I pull out some earthworms or use red flies as bait? I wouldn't know. Test it out yourself. Whatever you do, just leave me out of it. Not even a fishing spot. Oh, I can go in here. Probably just to Yona's room. I doubt I could take KeA into battle. Wouldn't you say? Ah, isn't he that boy that Tia likes to talk to on the computer? Oh, if it's in the SSS's newest edition and their head honcho. Ah, how's the sunlight feel when you haven't bathed in a week? You don't want to talk, Jonah. Hey, at least I'm sane. Who in their right mind would decide to sneak into an auction? Gotta do what you gotta do, Johnster. By the way, were you able to dig up any information on Keto? Listen, I've tried searching through every database and source I have access to, but it's been a bust. There's no trace of it anywhere on the Orbital network. I was afraid of that. Still, I appreciate all the help, Jonah. Whoa, don't go thinking that I have a soft spot for you guys or something. Since this was a freebie, you better bring me even better info next time. Hey, that Schwartz auction info you scored me was awesome for my business. I'll count this transaction as a freebie, okay? Don't get used to it. Huh, why did your face get so red? Ah, shut up, you! Because he does give a crap. We helped him. He helped us. It's a bond forming. That's how it seems to be, right? Okay, 2 more buildings to check out. Marie. My husband seems a little down these days. I hope nothing bad has happened to him at work. Which system is this game for? PlayStation, PC, Nintendo Switch. I'm playing this on Switch. Father said he'd play with me today. I guess he's too busy with work to pay attention to me. You have to be kidding me. I take 1 day off during the anniversary festival and I suffer a loss. Not only that, but it was in one of my favorite client stocks. This is just rich. I'll have to find some way to make up for these losses before it goes public. The securities firm I work for prioritizes clients' trust above everything else. This can't become public. I need to make up for these losses by the end of the week. Oh, weather's splendid today. Hey there, young lady. Care to bask in the sun with me? Don't talk to the old man who asked you to sit on a bench with him. Excuse me, where's Lady Ellie? Sorry, Joanna, she's not with us today. Don't worry, though. She's doing perfectly fine. We're able to solve the case as well, so everything's looking good. I implore you to all take good care of Lady Ellie. But without Lady Ellie, we're not interesting to her by the look of it. Welcome, Special Sports Section. Master Henry has already informed me of the situation. The McDowell estate is most assuredly safe. If you would have run into danger, then by all means, please hide here with Lady Ellie. But thank you for your offer, but we're fine now. You insist, my lady, in any case. This residency is most assuredly safe. If you run into danger, then this will be our hidey hole, sure. Remember when there's a statue here? Those were the days. I don't know how they got it out again. How does that even work? Right, so Westgate was a bust. Northgate is a bust. Let's keep on keeping on. I mean, it's a bust for now. Maybe when we've got a couple more people. Right, let's check out the entertainment district. Oh, hi, Randy. Haven't seen you around here for a while. It's good to see you again. Go out there and have some fun. Kind of in the middle of something today, so I'm only going to play for a bit. Come to this counter to exchange for more tokens and prizes. How you play your hearts out. Speaking of prizes. It's not better than what we've got. But the evasion could be really good for us. I'm going to need to stock up on medals. Just in case I do want to make an evasion set. That's for definite. Okay then. Well, the old ball and chain always nags me for going to the casino. We had another argument this morning, so she stormed off to work. Phew, I'm sweating bullets all day because of her. Some things never change, do they, Gramps? You should try to be a little nicer to her, wouldn't you say? You know, you make a good point, Randy. I think I'll win a prize to bring home to her today. The old miss has been nagging me far too much. Then again, I suppose it's good that she's still so full of energy at her age. Oh, you showed up on Ravash's territory, Randy. Throwing yourself into the face of danger, are we? I thought they warned you to not pry into their business anymore. Well, that's kind of just how everything unfolded. I didn't go there asking for a fight, I swear. Be it the CPD or the CGF. You got a knack for picking dangerous careers. Hurry up and find a more peaceful job, Randy. You two seem pretty close. Yeah, I've been a familiar face at this casino since I first moved to Crossbell. Prying into Ravash's affairs is only asking for trouble. That applies to the rest of you as well. Please be careful out there. Will do, sir.